Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of the VGF Podcast. I am your host, Gianluca, alongside of
Brandon.
Guys, you have no idea how long that took us to record.
We finally got through the intro.
Yeah, anyways, just before we get into this one, I just wanted to say something real quick. My condolences to Kyrie Jackson and his family. A really unfortunate event happened. Obviously, last week, Kyrie Jackson was involved in a car accident. Took the life of him and two other CFL talents. Really unfortunate news, and really just prayers out to the family and everyone involved. Hopefully everyone's okay and feeling a little bit better now. But just unfortunate. Kid has such a bright future, just drafted to the NFL and you take away his life. It really goes to show, just be grateful for what you have and really just be thankful. And yeah,
I feel very sorry for the family, and just unfortunate. 24 years old, so young, to very close to our age as well. So
yeah,
it just shows you that not every day is guaranteed, and to live your life to the fullest. And yeah, it's just it's a very unfortunate situation, and prayers out to him and to his family.
Yeah. And guys, today we brought you a video on receivers. We wanted to do a little breakdown of that.
The new Netflix series.
The new Netflix docu. It's really good. I'm really enjoying it. I know Brandon's really enjoying it as well. And we wanted to give you our thoughts for the first 3 episodes. So I mean,
we'll start off with the first episode.
You know who kicked us off, so you got it.
Yeah, so first we see the Niners guys. We see Kittle, Deebo, and also we saw Amon-Ra was in the first episode.
Amon-Ra was in the first episode, yeah.
Yeah, it was in Jefferson.
Because then Jefferson Tate, number 2.
Was in number 2, so yeah. First episode we see... Honestly, I found episode number 1 was it was just more like introductory. And we saw the first 2 weeks. Obviously, for me, the best part of that first episode was seeing the Kittle's party bus.
Oh, that was hilarious.
Actually, disclaimer before, because we didn't say... If you haven't watched this series yet, and you don't want any spoilers, there's going to be some spoilers in here, so...
Oh, yeah, please. Great call, Brandon.
Click off the video now, and we'll come back and watch it once you watch the 3 episodes. But yeah, anyway, just to continue, yeah, so... Obviously, Kittle with the party bus with his face on it with the bathing suit. That killed me. I could not believe he actually has that. And the fact that many people come to
his games,
yeah.
It's like literally a party every... It's insane. I wish, man. I wish.
And even after the game on his birthday, where with the beers and whatever, that was kind of crazy. And then even when they went back to his house, that was more towards the end. But when they go back to his house and whatever, it was nice to see, as a Niners fan, see the wins at the beginning of the season. Obviously starting off 5-0. But yeah, what were your takeaways?
Yeah, no, I mean, episode 1, what a way to start the series. I mean, I don't think there was anyone better, really. you just get it right into it, First thing he says is, yeah, I do a little bit of everything. Catch some balls. I get hit a lot, but I love the game of football. And then he goes show you his backstory, and it's just like, wow, what a guy. And it just really makes you appreciate George Kittle that much more, seeing how much he loves the game and how, fun and goofy it is, off and on the field. His character really shows out there, and now getting the backstory to that is really cool. I really like the take on that. And then even Deebo, seeing what he does outside of the football is really cool. I appreciate that a lot. What were your takes on him?
Yeah, it was nice to see him with his family and with his son, because you don't really see them that often. Even when you saw them going to the pumpkin, something with the pumpkins.
Oh, the pumpkin, the corn maze or something.
It's just cool to see players on your favorite team, especially because on quarterback, I liked quarterback, but for me at least there was no players from my team, so it was I liked it. It was a good thing, but now having players from your team on it,
it's different.
To see the inside is very cool. And then we saw it Amon-Ra as well. We saw his backstory. I didn't know his dad was Mr. Universe, and
yeah, that was cool to find out.
He was a bodybuilder, so that's interesting. And obviously has the genes in his family, and even his mom. I don't know his mom. I think his mom only speaks German, from what it looked like when
she's fluent in both. She's bilingual, but her primary language is German, right? So he speaks fluent German, which is pretty cool.
I knew he was German, but I don't know, just weird to see him talk in German.
Yeah, it threw you off a little bit. Seeing Amon-Ra, a little serious Amon, just going all out German there. But no, it's crazy to just see what I really appreciate is the character discrepancies in the show, not discrepancies, the differences in characters, right? You got Kittle, who's a goofball. Then you got Amon-Ra, who's more serious, more down to just train, work on himself, work on the team, this and that. which is cool. That's how he does it. Who cares? And then you get Deebo, sort of a middle guy.
Yeah, he's kind of to himself, but he's also kind of flamboyant.
Flamboyant a little bit. We saw his family. We saw how much his family mean to him, especially all these guys, their girlfriends, wives, whatever it may be, how important they are really in the games, especially Kittle's. And just the party bus and how supportive they all are. It's really, really cool to see. Imagine having a wife who doesn't watch your games. Like, how that must be rough.
Yeah.
And then obviously episode 2, right? We get introduced to Justin Jefferson, Davante Adams, which was my favorite episode of the show. I mean,
obvious reasons as a Vikings fan.
Yeah, and I mean, just seeing the backstory on Jefferson was really, really cool. Obviously I knew it a little bit. I follow him closely. He's my boy. But seeing how competitive his whole entire family is, and how driven they all are to like greatness, which is something really, really cool. Especially when he's talking with his mom and his dad about how he just wants to be like the best to ever do it. That really just spoke to me, and I was like, yo.
Yeah, because
got a dog.
He lives with his parents, I'm guessing, right?
No, he lives on his own. That's his own house.
Oh yeah, I thought they.
But they're really close.
Yeah.
They live close by, and he's not in a relationship right now, so he sees them often and whatnot. But yeah, they're really competitive. Seeing the brothers too, LSU, the lineage.
I didn't know his brother. Even that, I didn't know his brother was quarterback at LSU. So it's interesting to see. And even for me, the best part with Jefferson was seeing the candy, how much candy. And he's still able to be the best wide receiver in the league. So that's pretty cool. And even the fact that they go into the contract situation is something I didn't think we would see.
Yeah, you see literally open curtain. You see everything. You see his whole life, how his year progressed, which I really appreciate as well. We don't really get this stuff, so to get it. I mean, obviously, seeing it on news articles through Twitter is different than seeing it in real life play out. See, like
how they're going through it.
Yeah, how he's feeling, how he's going through it, what he's doing. It's really, really cool.
And also with this series, what I find is like, you really see how like that the players are really always injured during the season. You watch them play, like on a certain play, like let's say like Amon-Ra when he slid.
Oh yeah.
Like, if you're watching the game on a regular Sunday and you're just thinking, oh, why would he slide there or whatever?
Yeah.
You don't take into consideration, like, the oblique injury that he had, and that's the reason why he's
coming back from an oblique, yeah.
Like, you watch it, and, like, in real life, like, when it's happening in the moment, you just think, like, oh, they're all, like, 100%. Like, you obviously, they're not all 100% healthy, but you just, like, assume it, kind of.
As a fan, I think you just do.
It's crazy how banged up they are at all times, so. Like, even now, it's already just the second episode. They're only like in week 3, and all of them are all dealing with some sort of injuries.
Yeah, all three. Not all of them. 3 of them had to miss a week. Yeah. Because of an injury.
All of them besides Kittle, but even Kittle had a bit.
But Tate never missed a week, did he?
No, he didn't. But
he was playing bang. Yeah, he should have missed the week. He should have missed the week.
Yeah. Also, Devonte Adams, who we didn't talk about yet. To me, he's one of the more when I saw Davante Adams was in it, I'm like, okay, I like Davante Adams, but I didn't think it would be like anything too interesting because the Raiders season, how it went, wasn't nothing too great. But it's been surprisingly interesting, like especially at the beginning when you see all the people from his daughter's class go to his house.
Oh, that was so funny.
And some of them don't even know that it's who Davante Adams is.
So good. That was so good.
It's kind of crazy to think, and they just pop up, they show up to his house, and they just see
they're being recorded on a show. There's this like tall black guy who's like owning a mansion, right? And they're like, yo, what's happening? But good on Devonte, like getting everyone out there, just being supportive of his daughters, and really it's cool to see how devoted they are to their families off the field. I'm speaking more about Devonte and Deebo, obviously the only two to have children. And you really see that interaction. It's really, really cool to see how they're able to put like a line between football and family, and off the field is for my family, and then when I get to work, I'm playing for them. Like that I find really cool, especially when Devonte was talking about how he plays for his daughters and how much they mean to him, how he really wanted that boy, but getting these 2 daughters like humbled him, and it's like really cool stuff. And it really just shows you that, at the end of the day, these are just people. They're just out there trying to...
Just like us, regular people.
Just like us. They were gifted with some great abilities, and they're just out there playing for their team, playing for their families, and doing their thing. And it's really like, wow, it's really well done.
And even like Davante Adams, like that injury that he had, like his arm was literally like...
Like he couldn't move it. He couldn't move it.
And he went out to finish the game for that trash-ass Raiders team with Jimmy Garoppolo as his QB. And let's get into that situation.
How much did you love?
In that third episode, Jimmy Garoppolo indirectly torn to shreds by Davante Adams.
Yeah.
Like,
it was bad.
All the stuff, like him saying, I've never, in my 11 years or however long he's been in the league, I've never been hit this much in the league. Basically a shot at Jimmy G. When he talked about him joining the team and like just the way he was talking about Derek Carr, he's obviously not pleased with when he got released.
You know, the whole move was to play with Derek Carr. And, I mean, he only got 1 year about it. Obviously, he was grateful for it, but, yeah, it was pretty funny. I guess, like, yeah, you know, we lost Derek. They bought him out, and they brought in Jimmy.
Coming off it. I didn't even realize he actually got the surgery after they signed him, so that was even worse.
It's kind of wild to just think. No, I mean, the best one was when Devonte's in practice, right, and he's talking to I don't remember who. It might have been Hunter Renfrow. And he's saying like how he can't move his arms, so when Jimmy overthrows him, he like gets he's like so upset and mad because he's hurt, and it's just like so funny because he did that so often last season. And like you said earlier, watching this as a fan, we don't know that these guys are like. I didn't know Devonte, his shoulder was that bad.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought he looked perfectly fine. And he's just playing through like this excruciating pain. It's kind of messed up.
Even at the end, when Brian Hoyer came in, when Jimmy got injured, he was pissed when he overthrew him.
But I mean, I don't blame the guy, right? He said it. He wants to win a chip, and his window is sort of closing. Obviously, he's not that old, but still, he's been in the league for 10, 11 years. Yeah. Longevity starts to creep around and be like, yeah, you don't got much time left, so.
Yeah, especially in the NFL, but. To be fair to him, like, he went to the Raiders. Like, I don't know what like, I get these boys with Derek Carr. I don't know what illusion he was selling himself, but, like, Derek Carr, not a great quarterback either. We saw it in New Orleans this year. We saw it in his time in Vegas, so, yeah, I don't know. Hopefully, he does end up getting traded sometime soon, because it's kind of unfortunate seeing one of the best receivers in the league being wasted in Vegas, but at least he's living in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Which, actually, I don't know if that's even a good thing, living in Vegas. I feel like...
I mean, see his house.
Yeah.
He ain't complaining.
Yeah, that's true. Get the nice weather, the nice house.
You got the pool out there. That's a nice freaking pool you got there.
Mm-hmm. A very nice house and nice place. So.
But another thing I wanted to touch up on was when Jefferson got hurt, right? We didn't see much of it because it's still early on in his injury. Like, he's just got hurt 2 weeks in, I think. That's where it ended. And you really see how devoted he is to the team, to committing, to getting back into it. A lot of guys, when they get their hamstring injury like that, they're gone for 6 to 8 weeks.
You don't even see them on the sidelines.
You don't see them on the sidelines. You don't see them in the training facilities. But Jefferson is like in there day in and day out. Just goes to show you what type of player he is, and how committed he is to just winning and being the best ever to do it. And man, as a Vikings fan, let me tell you, it's just it does something to me. I don't know, seeing him like that, I was just
when he was on his way to the facility, him saying like how he wants to be the greatest and how he would never sit out or whatever. It's just refreshing to hear, because there's some guys that say it and it's like you don't really believe them saying it.
Mm-hmm.
With Jefferson, like, you believe that. It's like just the way that he acts and
just the leadership, like just the. When he is Jets, just the swagger that comes out of him, the leadership, like just the ability to put a team on his back. I don't know. There's something about this kid. He's special, man. And I'm so happy we're able to see him. We have a whole show about him. We still have another 5 episodes left. Yeah. And I'm excited, man. I'm excited for the rest.
Another thing that's on Jefferson, you saw when he was doing the exercises in the pool, the fact that I even have cameras.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy.
I saw that. Like, they really got everything in those facilities, man.
Like, what don't we know?
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy. I didn't even know what he was doing in the pool. He was just like running. He was sprinting in the water. It was like weird, but I guess it helped. I don't know. He came back, right? So, who knows? I'm excited to see what it's like. You know, when the Vikings do start slumping, I want to see how he sort of handles that off the field. Obviously, as a fan, I know he was frustrated because he wasn't able to play and help the team, but I want to see if he was like really battling with it, like how he was handling it. I'm excited, man. I'm really happy that the curtain's open. We get to see how they are off the field, and they're not really holding anything back. And especially the contract stuff. If we can get more of that, I think that would be freaking great. Even
with Jefferson, because I'm sure in the next 2 episodes we're gonna see the Kirk Cousins injury. I want to see what he has to say with.
Yeah, I think it's next episode would be week 8 for us, which is when Kirk went down.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, it should be.
That I'm interested to see with that. On the Niners, seeing that 3-game losing streak. Fuck it. Actually, before the 3-game losing streak, seeing at the beginning when they were talking about the Super Bowl aspiration, they're not showing every year when the Niners lost in the conference championship for the Super Bowl. I'm like, man, do I really have to be watching this right now? It's just showing that, and then after even seeing the 3-game losing streak, it was like, man, it's like Moody missing the field goal.
How much do you miss Jake Moody right now?
Not at all. I can't believe he's coming back. So I was sure he wasn't coming back, but anyway, that's good. That's for our Niners preview. And then seeing the Vikings game, which was a game we went to, reliving that.
Great game for me.
Yeah, that was like, it's like the Bengals game. I kind of forgot that Kittle actually went off in that game, so that was cool to see again. But getting cracked in that game. 2 games that were very winnable in Minnesota and Cleveland, and the fight before the Cleveland game as well.
Oh yeah.
That happening, us losing. And I'll just about to relive. At least in the next episodes, I'll see a lot of wins.
You'll see a lot of wins.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, after Cincinnati was the bye, and then after was Jacksonville, and then we went on the.
You went on the huge tear. Yeah, I wonder how far it goes. Like, does it go past playoffs?
Yeah, it goes to the Super Bowl.
It does.
Yeah, because I looked at the the description of each episode, and at the end it said St. Brown versus the Niners in the conference championship, and then the Niners guys going to the Super Bowl. So.
Wow. Okay, so that's cool. That's gonna be cool.
I'm guessing it cuts for Jefferson and Devonte.
Most likely, unless they just show a quick cameo of what they're doing Super Bowl weekend, but I doubt it.
Yeah, I highly doubt it. So it's been super interesting so far. Is there any what else was there? Amon-Ra we haven't talked about. I feel like with Amon-Ra it's kind of like.
It was just like he puts in the work, right? He does his thing on the side. He speaks German, which was pretty cool seeing that side about him. But like, he's very quiet. He's very reserved, right? You don't get much emotion out of him, whereas the other guys are a bit more flamboyant and a bit more out there.
But even in the personal life, I feel like we didn't see much.
We didn't see much. Maybe it's coming up in the next few episodes when Detroit starts going on their tear. Who knows? Maybe we'll see. I mean, we're only 3 episodes in, and hey guys, I'm excited for more. I'm gonna go watch more tonight. I won't lie to you. So
same. That's why I was gonna watch the 4th one, and then I'm like, I gotta wait.
Yeah, because then we're gonna start talking about things, and we're gonna get confused ourselves. So I can't do that.
And if you had to ranks right now, what is it, 5?
Yeah.
Your top 5 in order.
Honestly,
Jefferson's obviously first.
I have to put Jefferson 1, but like Kittle is number 2 for me. The party bus, like he just made me cry. I don't know. I was just laughing when I saw him. Every time he came on the screen, I was just like, what more can this guy do? And he keeps going. He doesn't stop. Like you said, in the party bus going back to like he's shotgunning beers, and I was like, yo, this guy's he's just a guy.
Bring me the brewskis.
Bring me the brewskis. He's like, yo, Nick, you're here.
No, wait, Bosa leaving the house.
Like, it's just, you want to be around that guy. And then I guess 3, 4, you're
Devonte,
Deebo, it's like interchangeable. Yeah. It really depends. And then 5 Amon-Ra, because fuck the Lions. And fuck Amon-Ra. Even though he won me in my fantasy league. But anyways.
No, I like Amon-Ra St.
Yeah.
Just the Lions, for you it's different compared to me. But yeah, for me, my top 5, I'm going to go Kittle.
Top 5, yeah.
I'm going to go Kittle number 1. Number 2, I'm surprised I'm not going to go Deebo. I'm going to go Davante Adams because the last episode, Devonte Adams was the MVP. Even his wife, the stuff that she
despises Jimmy G.
Some of the stuff she says is pretty. I'm surprised they actually aired it on the.
You just can tell that family isn't fond of Jimmy G at the dinner table behind the cameras.
So I'm gonna go Devonte 2nd. 3rd, I'm gonna go. Honestly, 3, 4 is between Deebo and Jefferson. I feel like seeing Deebo go through the injury. Seeing all the pain that he had, all the pain he actually went through, and how, like, that small hit. Like, we know Deebo Samuel, he'll run through 4 guys if he has to. Have no damage. So it was interesting to see that little hit was what caused his arm to have the hairline fracture. And then Jefferson, obviously all the stuff that we've seen in
the candies,
stuff, the candies. He's been interesting. So for me, they're my 3A, 3B. To me, they're tied at 3, and then last, obviously, Amon-Ra. I just found with Amon-Ra, they just haven't shown much. Like, He probably has gotten the least airtime out of all of them.
Oh yeah, hands down.
Or maybe
hands
it's
down.
I've paid attention to him the least. I don't know.
It might be that, but honestly, the only things I do remember about Amon-Ra, not that it was bad, was when he was talking about draft day and how everyone else got drafted ahead of him.
It's like, we've seen this stuff before though. Like we've seen him talk.
Yeah, so it's like it's cool to see how committed and devoted he is to like just being better than everyone. Big ups to him, but like you're not gonna go anywhere. Jefferson's the best wide receiver. Anyways, I'm gonna stop talking about that. But yeah, no. Hopefully, in the future, he gets more airtime, and we shall see. We have a whole season ahead of us.
Yeah, so let us know if you liked this review of the first 3 episodes. If we see this video does well, we'll bring you a 4, 5, 6. If not, then we'll just leave it at this. But I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of the BGF podcast. This is our receivers
Episode
1 to 3
yeah.
review, and got anything else to add?
Just don't forget to leave a like, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell to receive all the notifications for our future content, and we shall see you in the next one.
See ya.